most difficult challenge on the show?
I think the makeup one for me, just because like I'm not a professional makeup artist.
After having done the both shoot, the swimmer and the lingerie, which one do you prefer?
I think the lingerie. I think I did better in the lingerie than the swimming.
Honestly, I prefer the lingerie better. I don't know, because I've never modelled this before, and for some reason I just felt even more confident doing something that I hadn't done before, so I definitely preferred the lingerie better. I felt a lot better.
What have you gained from being part of the show?
Well, a lot of things, like with everyone here, like working with a lot of people and same times like following orders and doing the best that I could, and yeah, I had a lot of fun.
What has been your most difficult challenge on the show so far?
I think I found the makeup challenge actually the most difficult.
So, the winner of Challenge 3 today for the next Deluscious Beauty is...
Maria. I think the challenge is going to be mud wrestling because the judges told me, and I don't know if they were joking or not, but I still think we're going to do mud wrestling, and I hope we are because I really want to wrestle a girl or anyone in the mud and get dirty. But yeah, that's my thought. Guns.
Finish him.
I do boxing. No, I don't want to hurt anyone though, so I kind of hope it's not, so it might hurt someone. My thought, maybe it could be like the calendar shoot, because I also mentioned that like we were going to do a calendar shoot and I thought that was a challenge. But yeah, I have no idea. I don't know.
I honestly have no idea. I think it might have something to do with Halloween. I feel like it's going to be something to try and scare us, because I did see a sign and it said beware of zombies. And Sapphire, I think it was Persia, one of them were like sort of hinting at it, like, oh, like it's something to do with the challenge. So I think it might have something, might be to do with something scary, I'm not sure yet.
Secret challenge. I think it will be something to do with an obstacle course. Maybe something to, like, we're going to be wearing our heels, so maybe strutting through an obstacle course. And because it's Halloween and I saw like beware of zombie signs and pumpkins and cats, I was like, maybe they're gonna have like spiders hanging and we're gonna be like walking through it and try not to get scared. I don't know. It sounds out there, but you never know.
I have no idea. All I know is Halloween coming up soon, so it's gonna be something scary probably. I have no idea what it is yet.
I think it's going to be something to do with like maybe a runway, on how well we do our walks and stuff like that. Heels, definitely, and yeah, how much confidence we got. So something to do with strutting our stuff, I guess.
So Persia and I decided to create a secret challenge as part of the next Miss Deluscious Beauty. What we wanted to do was we wanted to put the girls on the spot and see how they would cope under pressure, and also it gave us a really good chance to see how well they work together. As it turns out, you know, these challenges can really show and bring out whether someone is a team player or not. So this was one of the main points as to why we wanted to do the secret challenge. Now what this secret challenge consisted of was a catwalk choreography. By saying catwalk choreography, I mean, we didn't just do your ordinary catwalk. We incorporated a bit of dance in it, not a lot, but just enough to make it a bit more exciting than your usual just straightforward catwalk, because that's how Deluscious Beauties roll. So it doesn't really matter how good they are or how good they're not. What was important to me is how they presented themselves. As in, sometimes, okay, let's just say I'm a dag and this is just how I walk. However, if that's all I'm capable of doing, but I walk like this, it looks a little bit better, even if that's just what I can do. So presentation, I'm looking at the girl's enthusiasm, her confidence. Unfortunately, like sometimes even if you are really good but you lack the confidence, So you could be like so good and have the moves like really down, but you'll be like this. And then it just totally ruins it. So yeah, I think confidence coming through, and that's part of presentation and how they're going to represent Deluscious Beauties. We decided to do lingerie because it's the most intimate. So again, it was a secret challenge, and it was definitely a challenge because sometimes you can feel more comfortable in swimwear, whereas lingerie is more challenging. And this was their final challenge.
So the surprise challenge was to test the skills of the girls under pressure. In that they need to have a very short amount of time to learn some choreography, catwalk choreography, which involves some dancing. So I thought that would be a bit of a surprise challenge to them because none of them are dancers really, and I don't think they were expecting it at all. Basically, their ability to take direction, their dedication, and their ability to perform in the end.
Well, the secret challenge, I didn't even realize until at the very end. The secret challenge was they had to dance the music, choreographed by Sapphire and Persia.
Welcome, beauties, to the Secret Challenge. As you all know, Persia and Sapphire are singers, songwriters and producers. They have produced their very own song, Deluscious. Today's challenge involves a catwalk choreography to the song Deluscious, produced by Sapphire and Persia. And I, the current Miss Deluscious Beauty, will be teaching you this catwalk choreography.
thought it was a bit hard trying to follow like instructions and wearing high heels and trying to dance was very difficult, especially if you've been on your feet all day in high heels. So it wasn't much fun, but I did enjoy it. Yeah, I think the main pose I liked was this. And then, probably Sarah, because she made me feel confident, and she's happy and bubbly and just has a good time like me, and we don't care if we're silly. So Sarah, definitely. I did find her like helpful, if that makes sense. Her advice was very helpful. I did kind of forget a little bit because I got nervous and did freestyling, but her advice helped me, I guess, in my practice runs. But then when I went on stage and actually had to do it, not really. It means that I will get the chance to be on a banner and everyone will be like, oh my God, there's Maria. And I'm like, yeah, I'm famous. So that's what I mean. But also to speak out and encourage people that beauty is on the inside, not just the outside.
I found it was actually kind of easy. I'm not a dancer, but I can pick things up like pretty quickly. So I was relieved. It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. It was a bit of a surprise though. I didn't think we'd have to do dancing, since Deluscious is like, to do with lingerie and swimwear. So I was a bit surprised, but it was good fun. It was like always like the hands on the hips. I think I did that twice, which I feel like isn't too good, but oh well. It's all I could think of. I'm not sure. I would probably do something a little more fast-paced because because it was very slow-paced, the dance we did, and it kind of threw me off a little. So, it was hard to like very slowly like keep in time with the music. I don't know what like genre you'd call that, but I would say something like with a bit more of an upbeat, tone to it. I probably would. I feel like it would take the pressure off me if I danced with another girl instead of just by myself. And I would probably pick Monica just because she is like, she's like around my height, so I feel like it wouldn't look as like maybe awkward having like a really short person, a really tall person dancing. So, and we're both pretty in time with it. I danced opposite her in the group dance, so I think we worked pretty well together, and I feel like it would look best with Monica. So I feel like this could really possibly boost my modelling career. It could hopefully get my name out there a little bit more. I do my best to promote the brand online and promote the brand to everyone. I, really keep in contact with Sapphire and Persia about everything I can do to help build the organisation, I suppose, and the company. And I would also, be sure to regularly like attend shoots and just do whatever I can, really.
So because of my dancing background, I did that for over 10 years. So I think I actually pretty much almost maybe nailed the choreography. The secret is to actually do the timing in your head. Just count it out, obviously not miming it because that just gives it away. And then just focus on the poses and just catwalk, that's it. And just be confident. Even if you do make a mistake, the secret is just to keep going and then just wait for the next moment that you know what you're doing and then just keep going. Oh goodness, I had a few. So I had the cheeky little kiss. I also had, let me see, I just had a general like something and then I went like that. I don't know, just a few, just because we've got this look, so you want to have that sort of 40s, 50s feel. You don't want to look too like today's model pose. Yeah. So I probably would have chose Abby just because like we're the same height, we're both 5'11", and I think we both were at the same level of dancing and picking up the choreography as quick as each other. So I think we would have done really well as a duo. Yeah. Oh goodness. I'd probably put a bit more Latin into it, maybe. A bit more like salsa Latin, just because I used to take classes as well and I love that music. Oh, what would it mean to me? Well, I guess it's a great confidence boost, first of all. I mean that, all the years of modeling have actually paid off and that people can see that you're experienced and that you try your best and you bring your all to any job that you're doing, even if it's, people go, oh, but it's a competition, it's actually not like actually working or anything else. It's like, yeah, but if someone expects something of you, you give 110% and then they can see you actually care about what you're doing. So I think that's the whole point. Have fun, but be, serious doing your job, technically.
Pretty good. It was pretty nice. Well, all this and that. Yeah, it got me to think back where I used to live, like how hard it is. Like it was simple watching on the TV or seeing people doing it, but when you get to do it yourself, you find it challenging. So yeah, scary, but did it. Go-to peg. What's up? Nah, not really. That was my pace. It was comfortable. I like it because I always tried to learn how to do it, but back then I wasn't confident. And here I had the girls with me, and I got someone to teach me how to do it. So yeah, it turned out to be pretty good. Oh, I don't have my own, but I can try to make something. But it would take a long way to come up with one. From the beauty doll experience, I will probably choose Abby because I'm pretty sure she kind of looked comfortable and at the same time she got that confidence in herself that she can do it, and at the same time someone doing with her, it's gonna be like challenging. It means a lot to me. I'll be proud of myself. At least I finally won something of my life. I finally got something that I want, but yeah, I will probably make a lot of changes.
No, it wasn't what I expected, actually. I expected, the kind of a runway look, but not that. And then when it was kind of explained to us a little bit, I thought it was something to do with singing. So I was like, yes, because I can sing. But it was dancing. So yeah, I enjoyed learning it. It was really good. Oh, I'm always comfy with the hand on my hip, but I was trying to mix it up a bit, so it was more of a sexy pose, trying to, yes. No, I did all different poses, but it kind of just came naturally, so I was, yeah. Carolyn, yeah. Maria, because I feel most comfortable with her. When we were doing the practicing the dance, I enjoyed, like, if I looked at her, I felt like I had more confidence because she was egging me on. So, and we had a little dance and loosened up a bit as well. So, yeah, she's my rock. I think it's a lot about growth. I don't think it's about just who's the best looking, who's the tallest, who's the most talented. I think it's more about growth, and we're all different girls, but I've got the shy kind of stature, but it's good to show other girls out there that they can do stuff like this as well and give them confidence. So yeah, anyone could be the next Miss Luscious Beauty.
I was really impressed with all the girls. They were very brave. They did the dance in a group, so they had each other for support, but then they went on and did the dance individually, which I thought was fantastic. They all did brilliantly. Some of the girls do not have dancing backgrounds, and some of them do, and it wasn't obvious who was the dancer and who wasn't because they all did so well. I think they did better in their group dance. They obviously were a little bit more confident and they were a bit cheeky. They had a few sexy moves, whereas in the individual they were a little bit shy and a little reserved, but they still did really well. I was really impressed with Maria. I think she had a few sexy moves, and also Sarah. She was very confident and had some good moves. Definitely, yeah, they definitely came out of their shell in the last challenge. We saw their full personality, and yeah, it was good to see.
I think I probably definitely liked that one because it reminds me of like the snake and anything to accentuates the body. It looks sexy when the girls all did it together. My observation was I think they enjoyed working together. because it was fun and it was new. I think for some of the girls who are used to just working on their own, because they're not sort of worried about their competition or what that person is doing or what this person is doing, it actually distracted them a bit. And perhaps that's why their confidence lacked, and that's what came through instead of their individuality. So I would say that the majority of the girls worked well and better together, but for a couple of the girls, they tend to work better on their own because I think they get distracted too easy by what the other person is doing.
I think my favourite move was this one because it's simple, it's sexy, and it shows whether the girls can move or not. I'd have to say Jemima. She did really well in the actual choreography. She and I thought she might struggle a bit, but she did really well.
Well, I can't really dance, but I just saw like this and it was good.
That was the secret challenge. How are you feeling?
Pretty relieved that it's over. I've actually been worried about it all week. I've just like been in suspense. I'm like, what is this challenge? Like, what is this surprise they're talking about?
Who do you think performed the best today?
Well, we kind of all messed up because it was our first times, and I think we all did pretty well.
Who do you think performed the best in this challenge?
I honestly think that Monica did. I think she didn't have a lot of practice, but she seemed to know what she was doing.
How do you think you performed in today's secret challenge?
At the start I was a bit rusty, but I kept practicing and I ended up getting it and gave it my best, so it was enough.
Welcome back, beauties.
And the winner is for the secret challenge is